Okay. All right. So here's the album review we're going to do tonight. This is going to be really obscure and random, and I don't know who's going to enjoy this, but I made a deal that I would just talk about all the stuff that I'm listening to. So this is one of the records I've listened to the past couple of weeks. It's called Unfinished Business by Loverboy. You guys all know Loverboy, right? Everybody knows Working for the Weekend, at least, right? And you'll have every minute of it. Loverboy, I probably won't talk about Loverboy anymore on this channel either, so I'm a big fan of Loverboy. That stuff was huge when I was a kid. I loved Working for the Weekend. I loving every minute of it. It's a great, it's a really great band. That the Mike Reno sings really, really well. Great, distinct, beautiful voice. All the musicians are great. There's some really interesting chord changes in some Loverboy songs for a rock band. And I listened to I hate to say the greatest hits, but I listened to the greatest hits a lot when I was in high school. This Could Be the Night was beautiful, and For You, and I have almost everything Loverboy's ever done, even like Loverboy 6, which I don't know if anybody has that. I'm missing a couple, but this came out a couple years ago, and this is basically, you can kind of see on here, it says 74 to 14, because that's 1974 to 2014. It's kind of it's called Unfinished Business. It's a collection of songs that were like B songs or songs that didn't make their album. So they kind of just went back and combed together stuff that was unreleased over 40 years and came up with these 10 songs. So keeping that in mind, it's not really overly solid. It wasn't like something they sat down and said, let's make a record and put our best foot forward, write 20 songs, release the 10 best ones. It's kind of like I understand. I like stuff like this. I think stuff like this is really interesting. But they kind of went back through the archives and just kind of pulled out old songs, from my understanding, and kind of did they remix them? They had to remix some of these because they're way too linear to not have been done together. So I don't have a whole lot to say because it's kind of a called together thing. Most of it, I'm afraid, didn't move me. But I will say I enjoyed Fire Me Up. I enjoyed Come Undone. And a great song, actually, is called War Bride. Really interesting, like a story song about a war bride, and it's over 6 minutes long. It's really interesting. It's a very good concept song, and it's just like a guy who married a woman who was like military and like really driven, and he's like left at home with a daughter to raise him, and his wife is like a soldier and and just chases that her whole life, and it's really like Little Miss, the great line, Little Miss Blood and Guts, and it doesn't sound like a great line when I say it, but it's very interesting, kind of heavy topic for like an 80s rock band. I don't know. I wonder how old that was. I should know that actually before I started talking. But I would check out War Bride, but overall it's just kind of a B-sides collection. Again, I love Loverboy. I do. It's just not like it's just for the hardcore fans like me who really want to kind of dig into the stuff that they recorded but didn't quite release. So, I don't even want to rate it as an album because it's not really that. It's just kind of an interesting demo collection. But it's what I've been listening to. If nothing else, if you're a fan of Loverboy, find the song War Bride. Pretty cool stuff. And that's really all I got. When we're talking about Loverboy, love it every minute of it's a great record. My favorite Loverboy album is actually called Just Getting Started, which came out in like 2004, 2006. Like, I think their most recent one, actually, is really, really good. I know I'm kind of alone in that, but I love that record. But Loverboy's a great band, so if you like the 80s stuff and you've only heard a couple of their songs, I would definitely check them out. Good band. That is all I had to say about that. So thank you very much for listening. Subscribe to the channel. If there's anything else you want me to talk about, let me know. I am a monkey for music. That's the second one of these I've said this on. I got to stop that. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye.